Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to The Mixer, the segment on this channel where I give you guys all sorts of detailed analyses from all walks of life. I'll talk about people, places, animals, food, sports, traveling, the whole 9 yards, hence why it's called The Mixer, because I like to mix things up in this huge playlist here with over 200 videos at this point. I wonder when I'm going to be able to say 300. That's probably going to take a while, but I'll get there eventually one day. And today I'm going to be continuing my trend of talking about WNBA related topics. You know, I have been playing NBA 2K24 lately with just the women's teams, and I also recently did a video talking about Cynthia Cooper, right, one of the greatest players of all time, and that was a player profile, and today's video also will be, but of a player who played a little bit later after Cynthia, right, one of the greatest players ever. And I know I'm probably going to say that in every single video because that's why I select these girls, you know, because they are to me, you know, among the greatest ever, right? Today I'm going to be covering the career of Lisa Deshawn Leslie, who was a center and played from 1997 to 2009, the entirety of her career within the Los Angeles Sparks, you know, the affiliate of my LA Lakers right there. We bleed purple and gold all the way, baby. Why did I do this? I'm wearing a Purdue jersey. I'm not even wearing anything related to the Sparks or Lakers, but still, I just wanted to do that right there. God bless America and all that right there, baby. So now, she was a very, very dominant player throughout her time there. She did play as a center. I think I just said that, and if I didn't, well, I just said it now for the first time. And she was the very first woman ever to dunk in a WNBA game, and I'm going to be getting to that later in the video. But among her accolades, she had multiple WNBA All-Star selections and also won a couple of championships and was a WNBA MVP. She also won multiple Olympic gold medals consecutively in some FIBA World Championships, and she ranks consistently among the 15 greatest WNBA players of all time. Although me personally, I would even put her in a top 10 or even 5, you know. If I were to make a top 5 greatest WNBA players ever, she would definitely be somewhere there. She might even be 5th, but she would be there somewhere, okay? So now this woman, during her heyday, she peaked at 6 foot and 5 inches, so she was freakishly tall, which is what contributed to her dunking quite frequently. You know, it wasn't just in the WNBA. She also dunked in Olympic games and, you know, with Team America, and also, you know, all-star games. Everything about her was just, she was born to dunk, you know. There was a lot of controversy with the rims being too high for the girls to dunk, just like the men, so they wanted the rims to be a little lower, but Lisa didn't care, man. She would go out there and just pound those rims, right? Her very first dunk ever was quite something. Hopefully I'll be able to show it in this video. If not, maybe I'll, you know, post a short later, you know, talking about it, this and that. So because she played mostly as a center, she was kind of like the point player, let's say, you know, like the NBA has the big men, well, the WNBA has the big women, you know. So she was very, very good on offense and both defense as well, getting rebounds and blocks. So she was essentially like the traditional center, you know, as the WNBA started to, you know, form and players were like forming their own personalities. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry, but still, I'm going to be talking about her career, you know, her accolades, her early days, and all of her awards and achievements and her prowess. But before that, let's take a look at something here, huh? Either a series of photos or a clip of Lisa doing something.
The first ever game for the women's NBA.
She dunked it! For the first time in WNBA history, someone has dunked!
Ford gets it blocked by Leslie. 6 blocks. Make it 7.
Now, Lisa's career began all the way back in middle school when she transferred to a new school that didn't even have a girls basketball team, so she played for the boys team, and doing so allowed her to develop a lot more confidence, you know, playing with the boys and owning them, you know, with her skills and abilities and whatnot. So it really bolstered her ego a little bit, but in a good way, because when she went to high school in 1986, she had an immediate impact on the girls varsity team. She could already dunk by her sophomore year, and she was the leading scorer and rebounder, and she even led them to the state championship in 1989. And from then on, it just started to go upwards, right? So in her senior year, she led them to another state championship, while averaging 27 points per game and also 15 rebounds per game. So already in high school, she was giving everybody a lot of grief, you know. It was freaking crazy. But when she started college at the University of Southern California, that's when things really took a turn for the better. She attended university from 1990 to 1994, and she played a grand total of 120 games during those 4 years there, that span. And she averaged 20.1 1 points per game, and also she shot 53.4% from the field and 69.8% from the free throw line. And all in all, throughout her college career, she scored a total of 2,414 points and also 1,214 rebounds, and also 321 blocked shots were some of her very impressive statistics for her 4 years there. And she finished her college with a record of 89-31, so 89 wins and 31 losses, and she won the Pac-10 Conference Championship and also led the team to 4 NCAA appearances, and she was also the Pac-10 Rookie of the Year in 1991. Now, when she got to the WNBA, that's when things would really change, because in 1997, she was actually the number 7th pick in the inaugural NBA draft, right? So she was selected by the Los Angeles Sparks in that initial allocation phase there. So they were still trying to figure out how the draft was going to go in the women's league. So she was one of the very first picks of that round. Her first game was a loss to the New York Liberty, but she herself recorded 16 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks, which made her have the first double-double ever in WNBA history, right? So she went on to help the Sparks make the playoffs for 5 consecutive years, but they didn't win a single championship until 2001. So imagine going to the finals 5 straight years and not winning until your 6th time. That must be a little sour, you know? Now, on July 30th, 2022, that's when history was made, because she became the very first player in the WNBA to score a dunk, which was freaking insane. That was against the Miami Soul, which is a now defunct team. And it was unfortunate because they would go on to lose that game, but still, man, history was made with that dunk there. So we fast forward a little bit. In that same year, she became the first player to score over 3,000 career points, and also she won her 2nd straight championship with the Sparks, which would unfortunately be the last one. You know, they would only ever win 2. Now, in 2004, she became the first player to reach 4,000 career points in total, and also the 3rd player at that point to record a triple-double. So she had 29 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 blocks in just 1 game. Fast forward 1 year to 2005, she was now the first player to dunk in a WNBA All-Star game, and it had to be her. Could not have been anybody else. But if we go a little bit further ahead, 4 years to 2009, she was now the first player to score or have, in total 6,000 career points, and also, get this, 10,000 PRA, which is points, rebounds, and assists combined together, 10,000, which was, I'm pretty sure other players have done it since then, but back then, it was crazy. And for a center as well, man, holy crap. Now, her very last game before she retired was actually Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals against the Phoenix Mercury. Now, even though she put up an impressive 22 points and got 9 rebounds, they unfortunately lost and were eliminated from the playoffs on that occasion. But still, it was a very good send-off, and that's when Lisa finally retired from the WNBA. That is just a little bit of a summary of her entire career, but there's still more, and I'm going to talk about that after I show you guys something else here, whether it's more photos or a clip. Now let's talk a little bit about her international career for Team USA. She actually joined the team when she was just 17, making her the youngest player on the team at the time. And she already went to the Junior World Championship in Spain in 1989. Now, she was a very impressive player at that point because she led the team in scoring and rebounding, blocking, and also averaging 13.3 points per game and also 7 rebounds per game and around 21 total blocks. Not around, exactly 21 total blocks throughout her time in that competition there. Unfortunately, the United States finished in 7th place, but we already knew that Lisa was cooking up a storm, man, because the next few years would see quite a few impressive feats with the national team, the international team. In 1991, they won the gold medal at the World University Games in England. Then, just 1 year later in 1992, they would win another gold medal at the Jones Cup in Taipei. So already some really good international success before she found her footing in the WNBA, right? Remember, she started playing in 97, so she was already playing for Team USA while she was still in college, all right? Don't forget that. That's a very important detail. And then she would go on to win 2 consecutive FIBA World Championships in 1998 and 2002. And what happened next is one of her most impressive feats, in my opinion, of her career, which are her 4 consecutive Olympic gold medal wins, right? So she won a gold medal in the games in 1996, in 2000, in 2004, and in 2008. And get this, in her 3rd Olympic competition, 2004, she was already the United States' all-time leading scorer, rebounder, rebounder and blocker in Olympic history. So how you like them apples? 3 Olympic competitions was all it took her. Man, this woman was freaking insane, dude. This number 9 is going to be forever etched in the memories of everyone who's watched, women's basketball. And in every single major international event that Lisa Leslie had played in for USA, she always had double-digit scoring averages in every single one of them. And now I'm going to talk about her career statistics in total right across her time in the WNBA. She finished her career with 6,263 points in total across all of the games. So that is an average of 17.3 points per game, right? And she also had 3,307 rebounds, which would come out to around 9.1 rebounds per game. Oh boy, how Dennis Rodman would be so proud. And also 8,222 blocks. So that's 2.3 blocks per game, which is insane if you ask me, honestly. Now, let's go a little bit to her actual career accolades. I'm going to read them in the order that they are here, the highlights and awards, right? She is a 2-time WNBA champion consecutively, so 01 and 02, It's very, very shameful that she only ever won 2 rings, man. She deserves so much more. And also a 2-time WNBA Finals MVP, the same years, 01 and 02. And also a 3-time WNBA MVP as well, so 01, 04, and 06, right? And most impressively, an 8-time WNBA All-Star, so from 99 to 03, then 05, 06, and 09. And also, aside from that, a 3-time WNBA All-Star Game MVP, 99, 01, and 02. And also, she is an 8-time all WNBA first team. I don't know if I can say it like that, she made that first team 8 times, and also a 4-time all NBA second team nominee entry. I don't know how you can say that. She made the second team 4 times, and she was also a 2-time WNBA defensive player of the year in 04 and 08, and she was also a 2-time WNBA all defensive first team in 06 and 08. Oh my god. And a WNBA all-defensive second team in 05 and 09. Why do I insist on reading all of these every time I do these videos? And also a 2-time WNBA blocks leader 04 and 08. Why is everything 2? Why did she only ever do everything twice? I don't understand why. Now here we go. Here are some more interesting ones. She was a WNBA peak performer, in 2004. I don't know, that's a prize, an award that they give out apparently. And also she made the WNBA 10th anniversary team in 2006, right? And then she went on to make the WNBA 15th anniversary team in 2011, and then she also went on to make the WNBA 20th anniversary team in 2016, and last but not least, she also made the WNBA 25th anniversary team in 2021. Her number 9 is retired by the Los Angeles Sparks, unsurprisingly, and also her number 33 was retired by USC, the University of Southern California. So that's a little bit of Lisa Leslie in a nutshell, but I still have more to say, which I'm going to get into after I show you one more highlight of hers or photos or something here.
Even though Lisa downplays her role in the history of her sport, her accomplishments speak for themselves.
Blocked on the help by Leslie. Lisa Leslie with a rejection.
She's the league's 2nd all-time leading shot blocker, while ranking 1st in rebounding and in scoring as well.
The LA Sparks are the new champions of the WNBA.
Now, Lisa did have a few flaws as a player, like she wasn't exactly the complete package. For example, she wasn't very much of a playmaker. Throughout her entire career of 363 WNBA games, she only had an average of 2.4 assists per game, and also she shot in total 47% from the field throughout her career, but within the paint she was deadly, Just from the free throw line, she shot 69.5% in total, man. So that's very impressive and it cannot be overlooked. And within the paint, her mid-range game, her layups, and her occasional dunks here and there turned her into a very, very dominant center within the little paint there. So beyond the arc, volume shooting, that wasn't really her thing. Giving flashy assists like Magic Johnson, also not very much her thing. Maybe I can compare her more to Sue Bird. Sue Bird was much more of a playmaker than her, for example, but you cannot deny the aggressiveness that Lisa displayed on the court. We're talking about a player who back in high school scored 101 points in one freaking half of a game, man. I'm not even exaggerating. You can look this up if you want. She scored 101 points in 16 minutes, man. I think it was like 46 or 47 in one quarter and then 52 in the next, If my math serves me correctly, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. 50, 40, I don't know, man, but it was freaking crazy, okay? So even back then, we knew that this girl was destined for greatness, right? So playing with the boys team as well here and there, so it gave her much more confidence, battling through, quite possibly the sexism and all of that. So like when she got to the WNBA, she was an unstoppable force, man. And like I said before, I think it's very unfair how she only ever won 2 WNBA championships, that's just my opinion. I mean, sure, like for example, Cynthia Cooper won 4 in a row, but then again, she did have a very strong dynasty of players around her, right? So I'm not entirely sure if Lisa had the same luxury, right? So for 11 different seasons, she saw a lot of players come and go. It wasn't like Kobe where there were different, he played for the Lakers for 20 years, so there were like a few mini dynasties here and there. But with Lisa, at least the majority of the time, it seems like she was carrying the torch by herself, so that's very impressive. But still, her legacy cannot be denied, man. Freaking insane. I love this woman so much. I want to see if there's anything else more that I can say about her here, but honestly, I have a little script here and also a cheat sheet. I put together a little script, and I think it actually is very impressive. I think it's really cool. In 2015, Lisa was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame and also the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame at the same time. So she joined the Men's Hall of Fame and the Women's Hall of Fame simultaneously. That's how great she was. And there will never be another number 9 like her. There will never be another center like her, You can come at me all you want. You can argue other players, but to me, Lisa will always be the best in that position there. Maybe I'm partial because of Los Angeles. I support the Lakers and she's at the Sparks and this and that. I love purple and gold so much, baby. And it's all good. That's all I have to say, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video, if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more. There will be just one more after this. I already did Cynthia Cooper and now Lisa Leslie. There will be just one more modern day player who played a little bit more recently, but I'm not going to give any hints. You guys have to wait and find out for yourselves what it is, okay? So that's it, guys. If you happen to enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a like and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell too so I can know exactly what time I upload, and it's all good. It's all good. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.